I'm sure you guys have all been in situations before where you're bored at work, bored at school, maybe just hanging around somewhere, you don't really have anything to do, and you just wish you could be at home practicing your guitar. Practicing guitar is as much mental as it is physical. So even when you don't have your guitar with you, you can still practice the mental aspects of playing the guitar. Today we're going to talk about different things you can do while you're away from your guitar that will help you improve, sometimes by dramatic amounts. All of these things I like to do myself, and I think if you implement them into your routine, your guitar playing will improve as well. First thing I like to do is if there's a certain song I'm working on or one I'm trying to memorize, think about the song in your head, even without listening to it. Try to get through the song in your head. Think about the song structures as you're moving through the different parts of the song, the verse, the chorus, the bridge. Think about those chord patterns, those riffs. Try to get those memorized and as committed to your memory as possible. The more you think about those, the better you're going to have them down, and the easier it's going to be to get through those songs when you get back to your guitar and start playing it. Playing through a certain solo in your head is the first step to being able to play it on the guitar. If you have those notes memorized and you can remember the entire melody of that solo all the way through, is a very important step to being able to nail the solo on your guitar. If you have access to music in whatever situation you're at, you can listen to these songs, listen to these solos. That will help you get them memorized as well. Make sure when you're listening, you're actually focusing on the music, listening to how the song structure is and how the melodies flow. It's important to focus on not just the notes that are being played, but the intent behind them and how they're being played. Another thing you can do is if you're learning specific scale patterns or other specific techniques, music theory wise, like triads, certain chord structures, think about them in your head. If you're learning a scale, visualize playing that scale on your guitar. So if you're learning, say, the minor scale, you have that pattern down. All you have to do is think about it in your head. If you're struggling to remember it while you're playing, getting it more committed to memory is very helpful, especially if you're working on adding different shapes to scales, the ones you already know. Thinking about how to combine those scale shapes is very beneficial. Making sure you can hear those notes in your head and understand how the different intervals work will improve your playing dramatically. It's one thing being able to play that scale, but being able to hear those notes in advance in your head before you even play them will help you improve dramatically as a player. You'll be able to craft solos and play riffs with intent rather than just noodling around and trying to find what might sound good. This one may look a little goofy, but don't worry about it. No one's really gonna care. If you are having trouble totally visualizing scales and different patterns in your head, you can actually use your right forearm as a fretboard. So when you're practicing your scales internally and visualizing them, what you can do is run the patterns on your forearm just like this, pretending you're on a fretboard. For some people, that'll help keep track of where you are in the scale, and it'll help improve your memory of those notes and those different scale patterns. Another thing that I like to do when I'm away from my guitar is I use this Perfect Ear app on my phone. It's totally free. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think it's a great app. It has a lot of really excellent exercises that you can use for practicing listening to different intervals, hearing chord structure, practicing rhythms, and learning all kinds of things about different aspects of music theory and ear training. If you can get through all the exercises in that app, your musical ear and your knowledge of music is going to be immensely better than it is now, I guarantee it. So let me know if you guys use any of these techniques. Let me know if they help you, or if you've done any of them before. Let me know down in the comments. And if you got anything out of this video, I appreciate it if you leave a like or subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you'll have a great one.